Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the calculation of arithmetic mean for continuous series with the help of step deviation method through Sugan economics. Dear students, in the previous classes we have discussed about the calculation of arithmetic mean for continuous series with the help of direct method and shortcut method. So today we are going to discuss about the calculation of arithmetic mean for continuous series with the help of step deviation method. So here, for simplifying our calculation, now we are applying step deviation method. Here the steps you can take here, only one step we have to make some modification, but all other steps are one and the same, while I have explained about shortcut method. So what are the steps we have followed under shortcut method? The same thing will be we are following under step deviation method with some slight modification. So first we understand about what are the steps involved in the calculation of arithmetic mean for continuous series with the help of step deviation method. So the first step, as usual, you can calculate the midpoint. The midpoint is calculated by taking the addition of lower limit and upper limit, and the total should be divided by 2. So it should be denoted by m. Then from the midpoint we can assign any one of the value as assumed mean, and it should be denoted by a. I already explained that the assumed mean should be a middle value or a normal value. It should not be two extreme values. Okay. Then after calculating, after assuming any one value from the midpoint as assumed mean, what we have to do means we have to calculate d dash value, that is the deviation we have to calculate, and the deviation should be denoted by d dash. So how we can calculate the d dash value? So here the d dash equal to m minus a by c, m minus a by c. What is m? M equal to the midpoints, and a equal to assumed mean, and c equal to the class limit or class interval. Then after calculating d dash value, what we have to do means we have to multiply the d dash values with the corresponding frequencies, and we have to find out f d dash value, f d dash value. Then after calculating f d dash value, simply we can add the total of f d dash values, and it should be denoted by sigma f d dash. Then again we have to find out n value. N is nothing but the total of frequencies, and after calculating all the values we have to substitute the values in the formula. So here the formula for step deviation method is x bar equal to a plus sigma f d dash divided by n into c. So these are all the steps which involved in the calculation of step deviation method. So now I explain the calculation of arithmetic mean with the help of step deviation method with the help of an example. The same example which I have taken before, that is for direct method and shortcut method, the same example will be taken here for explaining step deviation method. So here profits, it is given in rupees, it should be taken as x, number of shops, it should be taken as f, right? So now we have to find out the midpoints. Then after that what we have to do means we have to find out d dash, then f d dash. So here the profits are 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, up to 700 to 800. These are all the lower limit values, and these are all the upper limit values. So these are frequencies, right? First you can take the total of frequencies. The total of frequencies is equal to 150. So this is our n value. So now we have to find out the midpoints. So midpoint, how we can calculate the midpoint? The lower limit added with the upper limit, and the total should be divided by 2. So here 100 plus 200 divided by 2, that is equal to 150. Then for calculating other midpoints, what we have to do means we have to add the class interval. So the class interval is 100. So from the first midpoint we can add 100. So 150 plus 100, 250, 250 plus 100, 350, 350 plus 100, 450. In this manner we have to calculate the midpoints. So the calculated midpoints are 150, 250, 350, 450, 550, 650 and 750. So okay. So now what we have to do means we have to find out d dash value. So how you can calculate the d dash value? The d dash value is calculated by taking the difference between midpoint and assumed mean, and that difference should be divided by C, that is class interval or class limit. Okay, so here m minus, so now we assume that from the midpoints we assume 350 as our assumed mean. In the previous example I have taken 450 as assumed mean, so now I will taken 350 as our assumed mean. So A equal to 350, so A equal to 350, so m minus 350. Here the class interval is 100. How you can calculate the class interval? From the upper limit you can reduce the lower limit, you will get a class interval. 200 minus 100, that is equal to 100. Okay. So now you have to calculate the d dash value. So here d dash, the first midpoint is 150 minus 350. So 150 minus 350, that is equal to minus, so 150 minus 350 divided by 100, so that is equal to, so here minus 200 divided by 100, so that is equal to minus 2. Very clear? Okay. So here the first d dash value is minus 2, here minus 1, right? So here you put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So simply how you can do the this is the procedure to calculate the d dash value. So how you can simply remember the d dash value after assuming the assumed mean value. After assuming the assumed mean value, simply you put 0 for the assumed mean value under d dash column. So here 350 is our assumed mean value. So you put 0. The values which are above 0, here it comes under negative values, and below it comes under the positive values. So here the values above 350, that is 0, you put minus 1, minus 2 simply, and below you put plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can simply remember, first you assume any one of the value from the midpoint as assumed mean, and you put 0 in the d dash column corresponding to the assumed mean value, and the values which above the 0, that is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on, and below 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are all the d dash value. So now after calculating the d dash value, now what we have to do means we have to find out f d dash value. So f d dash is nothing but the frequency should be multiplied with the corresponding d dash value. So the first frequency is 10 and the corresponding d dash value is minus 2. So plus into minus, minus 2 into 10, 20. So here minus 18. So here you put 0. So here 26. So here 60. So here 84. So here 72. So the FD dash values are minus 20, minus 18, 0, 26, 60, 84, 72. So here in the FD dash column we are having both positive values and negative values. So which value is greater? First you can add it. So here in our example, here the positive values are greater than the negative values. So first you can add the total of the positive values. So the positive values total is equal to 12, 3, 9, 17, 2, 40, 2. Then the negative value totals is equal to 38. Now you take the difference between these two things. So 12, 4, 0, 2, 204. So sigma f d dash equal to 204. So now we have calculated all the values. Now we have to substitute the values in the formula. So the formula is x bar equal to a plus sigma f d dash divided by n into c. A is nothing but the assumed mean. It is equal to 350 and sigma f d dash is equal to 204 and n equal to the total of frequency, that is equal to 150, and c equal to the class interval, that is equal to 100. So now we substitute the values. So here 350 plus 204 divided by 150 into C equal to 100 into 100. So now that is equal to 350 plus 204 into 100, that is equal to 204,000, that is 20,400. It should be divided by 50. So now that is equal to 350 plus. So now you can calculate 204,000 divided by 150. So it is equal to 136. It is equal to 136. So now 350 plus 136. So your x bar value is equal to 486. So here the average profit is equal to rupees 486. Are you clear? Thank you. Dear students, you have already gone through the previous videos and you understand how to calculate arithmetic mean values. So this video also very simple. So you go through the video and study well. So far those who are not subscribing Sugan Economics, kindly subscribe and click the bell button. Then only you will get the intimation whenever we are uploading a video. Thank you friends.